At the beginning of the story, we are shown a scene in Spain. This was the time when the coronavirus came into the world. Detective Samuel Garcia is watching the news on TV. 15 days of lockdown have been imposed inside Spain. We see a little girl who is running away from somewhere. Her condition is terrible. Only then do the police arrive and she starts shouting. This girl is taken to the hospital. This is the first day of the lockdown inside Spain. Detective Samuel and his partner, Detective Castro, go to have a conversation with the girl. They found the girl was missing for the last 3 months. The policemen have been blown away by her sudden appearance. Her name is Sayo and there are some scars on her back. But Sayo is so scared that she is not in a condition to speak. There is an inspector named Ramos. He tells Samuel and Castro that I am well aware of a small town. So call me whenever you need me. Then they go to meet the girl's mother Julia. Tells her that her daughter is alive and she was kidnapped. Her mother is very happy to have Sayo back. The case is now given to Detective Castro and Samuel, because all the other officers are performing their duties under the coronavirus. Castro lives with her boyfriend, but he is suffering from coronavirus. That's why he has been isolated. Detective Samuel also goes to visit his mother, but due to her illness, he is not allowed to meet her. The second day of lockdown, Samuel and Castro go to a place where they find hippies, but they only do drugs and sell. They have nothing to do with that girl, nor do they know about other girls. They come back to the hospital. The doctor tells that she is not in a condition to speak yet. Perhaps it may take a month or 2 for her to speak comfortably. Castro says that we should talk to Julia's husband Ricardo, as they were divorced a few days ago. And as soon as the divorce happened, her daughter disappeared. To interrogate him, they visit a factory where he works. But he says that I have nothing to do with this thing. Yes, I hated Sayo, but I never laid a hand on that girl. I have already been investigated. Your colleagues were here a number of times, and they search absolutely everything. That's why they have to go empty-handed from here. They come to a man, Manuel Gomez, on the basis of suspicion. But there the doors are locked, and they don't even have a warrant. Then they break the door and go inside. There they see a building that is locked. But as soon as they try to open the stable, its owner comes with a gun. They inform him they are the police and we have come here to investigate. We want to see inside this building, so open it. He opens the lock, but they don't find anything except a bed and rotten food. They ask for whom this food has been kept here. He tells that my cousin comes here, and when he comes, he makes this place bad. I used to check the water meters of the houses in the county, but the company filed a case and now I'm unemployed. She asks if he molested any girl last week. He tells it was a misunderstanding. Both of them have to return empty-handed from here too. But on the way, Sayo's forensic report is known, in that the wound on her leg was identified as a bite from a dog. The grains of sand under her fingernails they contain traces of ethanol and tartaric acid. Samuel knows wine contains ethanol and tartaric acid, and those stables were full of vats of wine. That's why they go back to the place, but Manuel is absconding. Along with this, he has also killed the dog. When they go inside the stable, he finds a secret door there. They reach the basement through that secret door, and they come to know that Sayo was kept tied here only. Manuel is the real culprit, but now he has fled. Then they get the blockade done to catch him. Samuel gets a call about Manuel. They reach there where they are told that he tried to jump off the post and went over the edge. He is injured and shoots at them. When Samuel and Castor approach him, he says this is just the beginning and shoots himself. He is the only person with whom they could find out what's the matter. But now they have lost this man too. The third day of lockdown. During the investigation of his building, they get some shoes and some pictures there. In this way, they also come to know that Manuel had caught other girls too. That's why they think that it may not be too late. So they go to Manuel's cousin's farm. He tells that I have always been living here, and I never get along with my brother. He used to go hunting with another man. His name is El Demonio. But be careful because he is a cranky man. They reach El Demonio's house, where a caravan is parked. As soon as Castro opens the door of this van, there is a huge explosion, but they survive. Commissioner Barrera says the locals should not get the information that the girls have gone missing, because this can spread fear in the minds of the local people. They scrutinize the van where they get some photographs. These pictures are of many girls including boys. The shoes that they got were of all these girls and boys. Castro's boyfriend's condition worsens, so he is hospitalized. Samuel has also not met his family, and he misses them a lot. The 4th day of lockdown. By the next morning, they get to know a new thing. There was a difference of 3 months in all the girls who had gone missing earlier. That is, after every 3 months a girl used to go missing. It is possible that someone is taking these girls and doing rituals. They come to know that El Demonio is Ricardo's brother. They ask, where can we find your brother? He tells there's a hermitage in the mountains next to a fountain called Cuervo Fountain. And you can find him there. When they reach that place with their force, he starts firing at them, in which a policeman gets injured. When his bullets run out, he comes out and the policemen catch him. When they search this hermitage properly, they come to know that girls were brought here and marks were made on their backs. And probably the rituals were done while staying here. Bringing El Demonio to the police station, Samuel interrogates him, but he doesn't utter a word. Then he says that this world will end. He tells that I kidnapped the girls, because someone had to do something to appease the thunderous tyrannies. Castro thinks he is insane. Samuel asks him about his boss. Then he says that he is Prophet, and you will never catch him. Now they don't know who is Prophet. To find out, Samuel goes to the hospital. Julia shows the picture to Sayo. She identifies that these are the same people. But at the same time, she also tells in gestures that there were 3 people. The third person is the Prophet, whose identity is not yet known. Then they learn about the history of Tyrannis. Tyrannis was referred to as the god of storms and tempests. They made human sacrifices to appease him every 3 months. The straw dolls, the mistletoe, the symbols, and the ritual sacrifices. All of that is from Celtic mythology, from the Druid world. While drinking coffee, Castro sees a girl outside. She goes to that girl and asks her, who are you and why are you here? Show me your ID, and this girl's name is Lydia. Castro says that the virus is spreading, so she should stay at home, and she sent her home. 5th day of lockdown. The next day, Samuel gets the news of the death of his mother, and he is shattered by this. But only then do they get the missing news of a 20-year-old nurse. Samuel does not understand what to do, so he takes El Demonio with him. He takes him to the hermitage where he ties the girls and used to do rituals. Bringing him here, asks him who is Prophet. Tell me the real name for whom you work, but he doesn't tell anything. Samuel beats him a lot, but he still doesn't tell anything. So he shoots him in the leg in a fit of rage. Even then he doesn't tell anything and says, kill me if you want. I won't tell you anything. But then Commissioner comes, and because of his act, he is suspended. So Samuel comes to the office and starts packing his belongings, but he finds a photo here. In this photo, he sees a coach who used to train kids 25 years ago. When he looked closely at the photo, the coach was wearing a straw doll's locket. Then Samuel goes to Ramos because he has good knowledge of this area. Showing him that photo, he asks about the coach. He says that I know, they called him the Prophet. I haven't heard of him for many years, but his father lives near Infiesto. I can take you there. Inside the hospital, a doctor sees cuts on Sayo's back. Then she tells Castro that a woman under treatment has the same symbol engraved on her chest. She was in a cult when she was young. Her name is Lydia. This is the same girl Castro met last night. By then, Samuel's message reaches Castro. He tells that he is going with Ramos to meet a suspect. Along with that, he also sends his location. On reaching there, they find the car of the same nurse who was kidnapped. When they check the bedroom, there was a skeleton tied to the bed. And he was the father of the Prophet. He probably died 20 or 25 years ago. Castro talks to Lydia and she reveals about Prophet's identity. She tells her his last name is Ramos, and Castro understands that Samuel is with him. But by the time Castro reached Samuel, Ramos had left after killing him. There is a mine near this house. Castro decides to go inside that mine alone. 6th day of lockdown. When she reaches this mine, Ramos opens fire on her. And he shouts out loudly that I am the Prophet. You, humans, will never understand what is happening with the world. This world will end. Castro moves ahead regardless, where she finds the nurse bound. The Prophet is about to sacrifice this girl, but till then he comes from behind and shoots her. She gets slightly injured. But when he gets a little distracted, so she fires all the bullets at him, and thus it ends. Eventually, Castro meets her boyfriend who has made a full recovery. But she sees outside the hospital, where there is a crowd of people suffering from the virus. And somewhere Castro begins to feel that Prophet's words are coming true. That means the end of the world is coming near. And with this movie ends here. Hope you guys liked the explanation. I will come back with more latest movies. If you like my work, then you can donate to me on Thanks. Thanks for watching.